Hi Instagram, how's it going? It's me. Happy Friday. It is the Friday takeaway. I'm delighted to be here. I'm talking to you on my Todd today. I've no guests. I've been so lucky and feel so grateful to have been talking to so many people over the last few months that I thought, holy crap, I've loads of questions that you guys are asking me that I need to answer. So I decided once a month in our Friday takeaways, it'll just be me talking to ye on the questions that you're asking me. So today I'm answering 2 questions, and feel free to bash me in the comments as well with anything that you want me to clarify or expand on, or even just pitch in any questions. Just drop them in the comments. Alternatively, you can hit the link in the bio of the Biscuit community account and you'll see Ask a Question tab there. Hit that and you can send me a video. Please send me a video. I love listening to the videos. Or you can just text me a question that you'd like me to answer or a topic you'd like me to discuss on these live streams every Friday at 12:30. Right, straight in there, Tar. Get on with it. Woohoo! It's the energy of Friday, gang. I always get hyper on a Friday. Well, I guess I'm hyper every day, but particularly on these live streams because I love the live. And I don't know about you, but I much prefer going live than recording. I find recording video extremely difficult, which is funny, isn't it? Usually you think it's the opposite, but live streaming is so much easier, gang. You just get on and do it and you can't think about it. So if you suffer from the nerves of video, and I definitely do with recording, lives no, but definitely recording, because you can go back and watch yourself and criticize the shit out of yourself. Don't do that. Just go live and then download your video and use it. It's so much easier. Anyway, with my personality, it works for me. So I want you to ask yourself the question, have I tried just going live and just getting on with it? The more we pay attention to our personalities and what works for ourselves, the easier stuff becomes. We have to be true to who we are too. Okay, so that's the first thing. Ask me a question, link in bio, hit me with your rhythm shtick. Oh, I'm such a nerd. And the second thing I want to say to you is, to all the Biscuit Factory members that are watching, because I know a lot of you tune in on a Friday, I will be talking to you after this live stream, because we do a live Q&A session in the group every Friday and every Wednesday. We have hot seats, and every Monday and Tuesday we have accountability sessions. Lads, it's kicking off in the factory. I just want to say to you guys that are watching, that are factory members, how proud I am of you guys. You're taking action, you're doing the modules, you're learning, you're asking questions, you're turning up with Elke on accountability sessions. Holy shit. The factory just took to another level. I'm so proud of you. If you're wondering what the factory is, it's our membership community where we just go deep on marketing strategy and support and accountability. These are the things that are going to get you to the next level. And I can see it happen every day in the factory. I'm just so proud of all the students in there. Well done. You're making stuff happen. And you can see it. You can feel it, can't you, when you're in there? So if you are in the factory, drop a comment if you're watching and, say, I am feckin' brilliant. So proud of you guys. Again, if you're wondering what the factory is and you want to get on the wait list, we won't be open again till 2022, probably March, I'd say, by the looks of things. I might do something earlier. It depends. So hop on the wait list. Again, the link is in the bio. The wait list is right there at the top, so you can hop on the wait list for when we open again. An amazing space to get stuff done, gang. Okay, so today I want to answer even a few questions, and I will be asking you specifically a few questions to really get you to pay attention to what you need to be paying attention to in relation to these 2 questions. So the first one was asked by Fiona McKenna, who has an amazing feed of beautiful art. I was just drooling on her stuff. She's really a great artist. A lot of palette night, really beautiful colours. It's really a gorgeous feed. You should go over and check her out. I'll put her link in the comments after this video. So Fiona McKenna asked how to gather social proof or press around your work? This is a brilliant question, and I'll see some questions. Hey Karen, I just saw your question there. I'm going to address them in a second. I'm just going to run with Fiona's there now before I get distracted in the comments. But thank you so much for your question. So how to gather social proof and press. Now, social proof and press are quite separate in their needs and requirements to actually get what you want from them, but also as a process in your business. So press is a monster, and I work so heavily on press stuff, and Elke as well over in the factory. We work so heavily on press as a consistent form of marketing for your business, because it should be. It's like, it has to be there. Like, as you know, we can be all over social and we all spend all our time on social media, but I've said this a million times before, it cannot just end, start and middle social. It can't, because A, it's too dangerous, eggs in one basket, don't do that. And B, you're not hitting all the opportunities, right? You're just doing one thing. And even from a product perspective, one product, one offer, one of anything is a very, very scary place to be in business. That is why we have offers, not here's my painting plus the packaging, plus free shipping, plus the bow, because it's my Christmas offer. Then my other painting is over here, or the same painting, it sits next to it. But now I have 2 different price points, 2 different offers, and you expand on that. So never go solo with anything, right? Including your marketing. Okay, bringing it back to the topic we're talking about today. So Fiona was asking, how do I gather social proof or press? Okay, so I'm gonna touch on the 2 of them. Okay, the first thing to say, it is so important as part of your planning. Remember, the key for a successful business is to plan in the correct order. What tends to happen, and I see this all the time, and I'm watching all the time, people with products, people with services, it's across the board. It's not just product, it's services as well. I see this, it's so obvious to me that there's just a one-track mind with the marketing. There's just a one-track mind with how they're putting their stuff out there. So we need to plan, and we need to be strategic as to what comes first. So we can have an outcome at the end. We start at the beginning and we build those steps to that outcome. Okay? So that's really important, in the correct order, because a lot of people skip, right? A lot of people go, I'll post on social media, I'll do a reel, I'll do loads of stories, and then I'll sell. End. That's incorrect. That's not what you do if you want to sell something, or if you want to build your email list. That's not what you do. First, you have to plan, right? That's the planning bit. Then you batch your content according to the plan. Then you schedule. I'm going off on a tangent, I know, but there you go. Then you schedule, and then you come back into analyzing what's working, what's not working, back into tweaking, scheduling again, selling. Then this is the important bit. When we sell, and I see this all the time, you sell and you're so happy. You've sold, you've planned, you've posted the stuff out, you're so happy. And this is coming back to what Fiona was asking. Where does the social proof thing come in? How do you build that? We build that because we need to build our confidence, and we need to show our potential clients or customers or audience that our stuff is good, that our product is worth their attention from another source. Just like the press thing is important, it's from a trusted source. And people really react well, obviously, to other people referring, or the reviews. We see that on Amazon. You go straight into the reviews to see how many stars they get, or TripAdvisor, or whatever it is. That's the way people make decisions. So I'm going to ask you something. When is the last time you looked at your process for selling? So we always stop at the sale. We stop at the sale, we're delighted, we get the sale, we post it off, or we deliver it, whatever it is we do, we work with the client, it finishes, and then we're back in posting, reeling, whatever it is we're doing from a marketing perspective, But we forget from our plan, and that's why planning is so important, that the transaction is not just the money bit. Yes, it is. I mean, you obviously, that is the main transaction. No thing is the payment, but we have to always think, what other bits of information can I collect whilst I'm doing this transaction, whilst I have the attention of this buyer, this person that loves what I do, that is happily giving me all their money for the thing. They're thrilled, they're excited. What else can I gather while I have them? And that's where you put in the collection of that testimonial, the prompt to review you on Facebook. If you're on, Google My Business, which everyone should be on if possible, putting a review up there, collecting the data that you can create then assets, which are things that we can use for social media, for our email, for our website, all over the shop. Like, these things are sprinkled all over our business front end. Because why? Because people need to see that other people like our stuff. People need to know other people have good things to say about our products or services. So as part of your sales process, you have that collection. It's almost like going out foraging in the forest for gorgeous leaves for a piece of artwork you're doing. You're collecting that data, and it has to be part of the plan. So in your thank you email for purchase, in your follow-up email, another question, do you send follow-up emails to check in with your customer? Again, thank you so much. I'm just checking in to make sure everything's okay. It arrived well. You're happy with it. Any questions? Follow me on Instagram. And also, I would love if you could take 3 minutes out of your time to answer these 3 questions. That brings me on to the planning of that collection of data. What does that look like? This is what I see happen a lot. Please give me a review. Thanks. Do you think people have time to think about writing a review? What do I say? Oh God, it'll be up on social. My name will be at it. I don't know what to say. Run away. I'll go and wash my hair instead. You have to make it really, really easy for people to give you the thing that you need. So prompt the questions. Question 1, what did you think of? Was it A, B, or C? Oh, that's easy to answer. Think about what works for you too. We're all busy. We all have lots of things to do. You're almost prompting the person to take action by keeping it really simple, by asking the person to take that 1 minute out of their day to really help your small business. These are the things that will trigger action, not an open-ended, please leave me a review. That's a bigger ask. If you think about it, when you're asked that, it feels like a job, doesn't it? So we want to take away that objection and make it really easy. So I want you to look at your sales process right now, and you might be going, what? Sales process? What's your one on about? It's what does it look like from you creating your product to putting it out there, to DMing or emailing or however you're conversing with your target person that's paying attention to you. What does that look like? And how are you set up to deal with actually selling from that attention? And when you do make a sale, have you got that collection of data ingrained in your process? In that almost step 1 to step 10, this is what happens with every campaign or product or new work that I put out there. This is how I run with it, and I just repeat. Collection of data at the end is part of it. You won't get every customer giving you a review, but if you can prompt every single one of them while they're hot in your email or hot on DM to do the thing you want, now you're collecting the thing that you need, the thing that will make more sales for you. It's not just to feed your ego. On that note, it's really important to feed your ego, because that enables the next campaign, the next product, the next bundle, the next offer. It's really important for us to get that feedback. Even the not so good feedback. Okay, you're not going to put that all over social media, but you learn from that. And that's almost as important as the amazing testimonial or review. It is paying attention to the thing that they suggest that could have been better. And I would always put that in as well. Is there anything that you would have liked to have seen me do better? And learn from that experience with your target audience. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Look at your sales process, what that looks like, and don't go too wide with it from, what I was saying, the product, the marketing, all that, because you'll spend ages. I just want you to take that snapshot of transactional process, what that looks like. Someone asks you, you send them the sales page of your website, they go there, they like it, they buy. Then what happens? The email goes, the DM, do you follow up? Do you send them a follow-up in 6 months to say hi? Are they on an email list that you continually talk to them every month or week, or have you that set up? I want you to look at that. It's after the sale has almost more impact than the pre-sale, yet we always spend all our time in the pre-sale part, looking for new customers, new, when actually it's our current customers, the customers that have bought from us, are the ones you need to pay more attention to and to nurture on the back end of that sale. So look at your process on the other side. I want you to analyze that and pay attention to that. And if nothing is happening, if it's just a big cliff edge and you go back over to the front end, you're missing out. You're leaving money on the table. You're not building long-term audience, long-term customers who will be 9 times more likely to come back to buy from you again, 9 times more likely to refer you to friends and family if there's a nurture sequence on the other side. So think about that now. Look at that, and it's okay if you don't have anything. It's brilliant, because then it can only get better, right? So never think, I am crap, I have none of this set up, I don't even know what she's talking about. That's okay. We all have to start somewhere. And know that if you're not making any sales and you've none of this set up, that's why. So when you set it up, when you pay attention to this stuff and you organize yourself and plan, then sales start happening. I see it every day in the factory. Every day the lads are coming in, sold, did this, brilliant. Every day, it's all a learning, gang. Okay, so collecting the data from a different source. So you have your customer, they're delighted with you, happy out, kissing you, I love you, virtual kisses, right? You have them, you collect that testimonial. Where else can you do that? A lot of people write in, maybe in your Instagram, under the product that they've bought. I've just bought it, I'm so happy, or commenting in your social, positive things about working with you, or the product, or the event, or the service. So now your objective from a collection perspective again is to screenshot these social proof quotes on the platform that people are very familiar with. And this is a brilliant way of showcasing social proof, not going into Canva and transferring the text in. You're screenshotting, and you're putting that screenshot in a frame or just up on your feed or in your stories, and you're stickering, I'm so happy to read this about. That is really effective from a social proof perspective, because people react really well to what they know and the familiarity of comments in a thread. And what that indicates to people too, when you see even both, like a quote that you've obviously put up in Canva and it's there, and there's a few of them for your lovely feed that you want to keep aesthetically cool, but when the other ones are put in, so you have them, but people know that you're the one writing it in, and you read them, you go, that's great. But when you see those ones, obviously from an Instagram or Facebook comment thread or in a group or something, it adds something else, doesn't it? Because you didn't put it in yourself. There's no element of doubt, because it's very apparent this is a screenshot from a social feed that most people would have never looked at, but you're highlighting it, and it's familiar and it adds trust. So it's really important to collect it that way. So the next time you get a really positive comment or something, even from a customer, and they do it online, screenshot it and save it in a folder with all your screenshot testimonials that you drip out not once a year. It's once a week or twice a month. They're in there, they're coming, and then they're in stories a good bit, right? So make sure that you're almost building those little folders of things that you can use. Not you creating another painting of mine. Like, what else can I post up? These are the things that are impactful for selling, that you have the access to, but you need to plan it, to organize yourself, to make it easy for you from a process perspective to collect or forage. I love that word. And building that confidence. Because when you do go, oh yay, today is, I'm opening that folder, I'm putting all my testimonials in, I'm screenshotting today for the next half an hour. I'm going to social, I'm going to screenshot as much as I can of the things that are relevant for me and my business, that will help other people understand what I do and give, show off what I do. Like, what does that do? That makes you feel brilliant, and it gives you that confidence going, take it. I'm after reading all of these, I'm going to do a live stream and go on and do something and talk about your product, right? Or talk about the people that have just said all of this about your work. It really changes the way you feel about yourself and what you do. That's the second thing. Then the emails are really important, and this is another topic, and I'll talk about this another day, but emails are really important for conversing with your audience, for keeping that connection, and also on the topic of what we're talking about, because I do tend to go off on tangents, it's an opportunity for you to ask your email list, hey, could you take 5 minutes to answer these 3 questions? And if you have 1,000 people on your email list, or even 10 people, if 4 people answer, you have 4 testimonials that you didn't have the day before. Don't ever think because you've 1 person on your email list that you shouldn't be emailing them. Email them. 1 testimonial is better than none. Never forget to ask or prompt that, because 9 times out of 10 people will want to help you. Just make it really easy for them. Okay, now I'm going to go in, and I see there's a good few questions. Thanks, gang, for the questions. Hang on, till I go in there. I am getting glasses, by the way. Old person. Wow. Anyway, that's grand. I can deal with it. So I have to squint. So if I'm squinting, please excuse that. Karen. Hey, Karen. I love your hand image there, Karen. A question about ideal customers. The people who like my art are middle-aged women. I still don't really know how to find them. I seem to attract other artists rather than potential. Oh, I love this. I love this question. So you're going, I know my ideal client is a middle-aged woman, and I'm sure you've developed that a bit more, Karen, as well, right? That they're, she's a middle-aged woman, whatever it is, expanding on that. So I want to ask you something. What kind of content are you creating that will attract a middle-aged woman? Because 9 times out of 10, what I see on art pages is the type of content that is attracting other artists, because you're showcasing your art, you're talking about the paint, you're talking about the easel on the thing. It's all very art related. Unless your middle-aged woman is into art in that way and will find that valuable or interesting, she's going to zone out. So I want you to think about and expand on that middle-aged woman. What are her interests? Is she a hill walker? Does she swim? What are the things that she likes to do or read or would find interesting or funny, or whatever that is that would suit your brand or how you turn up, Karen? And I want you to start making a list of those things and how you can integrate that into your content strategy. I hate saying that word, content plan. Rather than, well, I'm an artist, I'm putting up my art, there it is. That's amazing. But as you say, all the other artists are going to go, amazing. Are they your audience to buy? Obviously, you just were saying no. So it's changing tack on the type of content that you're putting out there to attract your target audience. And I'm so happy that you know her, that you like, that you're paying attention to who she actually is. But developing that is important, because at the end of the day, and this is something that I teach in the factory as well, and it's so important. When you're selling art, gang, you have more than one ideal client. I get this all the time, but loads of different people like my art, right? middle-aged women, but there's some men that like my stuff as well. And then there's people buying them for their nieces. And okay, so then you have 3 different target audiences, right? So then you build 3 different profiles and you kind of take a look at, well, what's the interesting link between the 3 that is threaded through all my content? But how can I talk to the buyer for each of these? What's their interests of connecting with what I do and of benefit to them? Because it's about them. It's not really about you. It's about them more than you. And when you start doing that, you'll attract those people in. I hope that helps. I could talk about this for 5 hours. Okay. Okay, so hang on there now till I go down. I hope that makes sense. Hey Leila, how's it going? Great advice. Oh, brilliant. Thanks so much. Good. I'm glad it is helping. Karen, you're in again, girl. Good, with the hands. Go on. Reply social proof for artists. Ask everyone who buys to send you a photo of your art in their house. Brilliant. Post the stories and add to a highlight. Start with friends and family. Love it. Thanks, Karen. I love that. Such a good idea. And it's that, isn't it? It's making that process easy. And you're right. People love showing off their new art, don't they? But again, like Karen said, it's knowing what you need from them at that point to enable that trust, to enable that content that you're going to have in your back pocket that you can push out there. And I love that, is post the stories and add to highlight, so that, you know, you could create a lovely highlight with, you know, customers' art or artwork in homes, you know what I mean? That people can go, oh, what does that artwork look like in a real home? Fantastic. Love that. I love that. Thanks, Karen. Hey, Paula, how's it going? No worries at all. Sure, Sheenie Mac, I'd be on here all day. Maybe I should do a 24-hour challenge. No, okay. I'd have no husband. Hey, Helen, do you want to come on? Did you do that on purpose? I don't want you to bring you on if you're going, no, I didn't mean to press that. Hey, Anna Dorado, how's it going? Anna says, my after sales system is definitely lacking. Thanks for the nudge. But so is everybody's, Anna, because we always spend all our time on the front side, don't we? Social media, doing our website, tweaking better images, tweaking, ironing, putting glitter on it, when really our attention should be elongated to the other side of that sales process and what that looks like. And never think that just one follow-up email is enough. Like, I'd always follow up with people. And this comes into play then, gang. You have your email marketing or email, even I'm going to talk to people. Like you want to talk to people every single day on social media. Yet the poor email is like, hello. Like, you're not giving that the attention that it needs, because you can talk to people in email. You can request things and ask questions in email. Like, a lot of you guys are on my email. Like, every week I send out an email, you know, and it's just another way of connecting with people in a different format. So make sure that email list building is in there as well. That's another topic, so don't go, your brain will fall off. I'll come on and talk about that as well. Leila says, thanks Leila, thanks Anna for that. Go build. Leila says, great advice on referral strategy. Yeah, it's really, really important. Brilliant. Colum says, always get inspired and motivated when I get a chance to hear you speak. Oh, thanks Colum. Thanks for tuning in. That was lovely. Hey, Denise French, I've been good at getting Google reviews. I guess I could repost those. Absolutely. What a brilliant thing to bring up, Denise. It's brilliant. Well done on getting those Google reviews. We want to, and this is a big learning in business, gang. When we spend time, like Denise French does with her gorgeous art, getting those reviews, spending time prompting people to do the thing that you want, and they stay on Google reviews and they're there, and now that's grand. I'll go off and do something else. Just like social media posting, just like live streams, just like video, just like blog posts, like anything you create, your job is to organize yourself that you can repurpose that content all over the gaff. So one piece of content, like a Google review, you screenshot it, you put it into Canva, you make a quote out of it, you put it on stories, you put it on your website, you print it out and hold it up on stories. You're all over the gaff with the one thing that says something amazing about what you do. What we don't want to do, because we'll then turn into a marketer full time, and that's not what we want to do. We want to run our businesses, create our stuff, stay in our studio and do our admin marketing stuff for X amount of time. So it's making sure that the plan is creating those assets or pieces of fucking yolks that we can repurpose all over the shop, so we don't have to go in creating loads of stuff. Like, you're just putting them everywhere and having fun with them. And Denise, I know you've started live streaming and you're brilliant at it. So that Google review, it could even be you going, guess what, gang, on stories on a live, guess what? And you're showing the Google, you flip the screen and you go, I just got this on Google. Have you, prompting people, have you left me a review yet? Or isn't it brilliant? And just like Karen said, then you put that on stories and you save it as a highlight, testimonials, or what people say about my work. And it's in there. So now it's on Google My Business, and it's also on Instagram. And you can don't forget Facebook. I know we're on Instagram, but don't forget Facebook as well. And then you can lob that up on Facebook. Hit, repurpose. It makes business so much easier, gang. Okay, so I hope that answered your question, Denise. Got a bit carried away there. Karen says, sorry, Tara, asked a question but have to go. Okay, no worries. I'm sure you'll watch the aftermath. Nita says, it's the selling that gets me. I know how to deliver, but I'm nervous if over. Oh my God, I love this topic. So I'm going to run out of time for my second question, but this is too important. Leela, that's such a brilliant thing to say. Why? Because everybody I work with, all the 100 students in the factory right now, we're all selling, right? We're all in there selling. And the big thing that comes back on our accountability sessions, on our Q&A sessions, on our hot seat sessions, every single week, the big thing that comes back, am I annoying people? Like, are they going to get sick of me? Like, I can't keep doing it like that. Like, I'm going, oh my God. Part of marketing is repetition of the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And especially when you're trying to sell in heavy campaign season, which is now, Christmas is here, we're upping our not repetition, we're upping our amount of posts that we're posting. We're increasing everything because we're in promotion mode. You'll see when I'm promoting the factory, like in September when we opened for 1 week, I was all over the shop. I mean, people were going, geez, you're all over my Facebook. I was getting friends going, are you working for Facebook? I'm like, no, I'm promoting the factory. The doors are open. I have 7 days, that's it, and heavy content. And then it goes back to, the normal routine. But when you're trying to sell something, and especially around Christmas, and this is why the Christmas workshop I created, it's all about this. What's your Christmas bundle? What are you selling for Christmas? It has to be timely, it has to be seasonal, it has to make sense to your audience. So if you have a middle-aged person that loves swimming, that's going to be down in Dunleary doing the thing, you're talking about that, you're tagging, you're using all their hashtags that will grab their attention around your work, you're putting that bundle together that makes sense to them for Christmas. And you're pushing that out consistently over the campaign of selling for Christmas. It's so important to be annoying. Now, you don't want to be annoying, but in order to get attention in a really busy platform like social, you kind of have to feel like I'm being annoying. Yay! Yes, you're not, but if you feel that, it means you're turning up enough. If you feel, oh crap, am I being annoying? Yay! That's a good thing. So if you feel you're being annoying, you're turning up enough, right? Don't think you're being annoying, because you're not. People want to see the stuff because they need help deciding. They need help of knowing where to go and how to use your product and what the product actually is. So I want you to ask you another question. When is the last time you did a video or a reel or a live to show your product? When is the last time you did that? Or to show the back of it to see how people would hang it? Or what it looks like in its packaging when people get it? Have you done that? Do people know what they're getting Christmas morning, what that looks like? Or if they buy a product from you, how will that recipient receive it? That's important. Does it come gift wrapped? Have you talked about that? Because that's a huge selling point. Are you doing free shipping? Oh, feck. That should be plastered all over your content. Free shipping. Like, I'm doing this offer for this season. Free shipping. Right? Really important, gang. So never think you can oversell, right? Why you feel like you're overselling is if your front content is all like a car salesman with really tacky text on all the images. Like, you keep it beautiful, you keep it on brand, you keep it aesthetically gorgeous, but your focus is for selling, right? This is going off into another subject that I just feel so passionate about, because if you learned the things, then you'd be able to sell more. And it's not rocket science, gang. And it's a lot of it's testing as well. Anna says, I like the idea of asking my existing clients, how could I help them next? Love that, because guess what? You're not in the business for one-off sales. Even though you think that you are, you're not. You're in the business of creating long-term relationships with your clients or your customers or your audience, so that at some point they will buy from you, or they will refer someone they know from engaging with what you do. But I want you to pay attention to what Anna said. I like the idea of asking my existing clients, how could I help them next? Polling and doing little surveys to your audience is really important. This is where email comes in, for asking them what they would like to see, or how I could help you in the next thing. Because there's no point in going off creating a product thinking, sure, loads of people are going to buy this, unless you know. So low-hanging fruit, ask the question, get the data, this is back to the planning bit, and create the thing that people are asking you for. Really important. Okay, thanks, Anna. Hey, designer feng shui, I'm so like this too, must do that 3-question review thing, thanks a mil. No worries. And you've loads of such happy customers. It should be all over your stuff on you, like, you know, so many really amazing customers that love you and what you do. And a lot of those customers are live stream people that can come on your channel and live stream with you to talk about the experience, how it works, and the impact it has had on their homes and how they feel in their homes. Video is really important. And then you download that live video and you put it on your website. And then you put it in stories, and then you save it like Karen has told us to do, and it's in the highlight then, you know? So repurposing it, but grab those key customers that are amazing at video, and they are, because I know some of your customers on you, they'd be like, yeah, not a bother, and amazing content to have. Okay. Hey Saz, how's it going? Brilliant info. This is such an amazing advice. I'm also worrying about overselling. Everybody does, but I feel I'm attracting artists rather than customers. Yes, because I don't talk about my offerings enough. I want you today I want you to ignore after this, of course, to ignore social media for even the afternoon. I know that might feel, what? I can't. Yes, you can. I want you to go old school, get a piece of paper or a notebook and a pen. And I want you to sit down and go, okay, what's my offer? What am I selling? Like, what is it? Am I selling just a product? Or can I bundle something for, like, this is Christmas we're talking about. People like offers. They want a bundle of something. They want something that makes sense. They want the thing with a red bow. They want free shipping. They want it described to solve their problem, or particularly for that person they're buying for. Have you renamed your product to make sense to the gift buyer? Look at what you're selling and how many versions of what you have or what's around you can you create to have a variety of products or a variety of offers for Christmas. And as you said, Kaz, go on and take the opportunity to talk about them. Get on live stream or video or reels and showcase, you know, there's loads of things, prompty things that you can use. Like, social media makes it easy for us to use these prompts to actually showcase what we do. Use all of them. And just like my email that went out this morning, really early, went out this morning to you guys, if you're on my email list, go in to the email. It's really a brilliant video that I watched on YouTube that I wanted to share with you. It breaks down the algorithm around Instagram and how it's important to be on all the areas of Instagram, not heavy on one, not heavy on the other, but making sure you're touching all of them as much as you can, because it triggers that algorithm, because they all have different algorithms. So it's an interesting one. Okay. Cass says, not sure how to push them to make the leap to purchase. Oh, gee, Mac. Then you look at your sales process. I'll be here till 7 o'clock. Then you look at factory members. I might be a few minutes late for a Q&A. We'll probably be talking about the same thing. So this is all into your planning, Kaz, of your sales process. What does that look like? What does your sales process look like? And I want to just give you an example. Just recently, I asked an artist, hey, I love that work. Have you got any of the pieces left? Amazing, they're gorgeous. I'd love one. And you know, genuinely, because I was like, oh, Drew, I'd love one of those. They're gorgeous. So she emailed me or texted me back or DM'd me back, which was great. Yeah, I have a few. I'll email you later on with the information. I was there, oh, that's cool. But of course, then I went into Mentor. Now, she should have had a link with all that information to send me to either a blog post or a guide on her Instagram or something with all that information that she doesn't have to revisit me. That information is there. I'm not pissed off having to remind her, go back in and go, where is it? I have all the information, and that's something that can be on your website. If you don't have a website, a PDF download thingy or a Canva infographic that you just create and you have it on your feckin' yokies at the top, reels, guides. Help me out. I can't remember. I've talked too much. Highlights, there you go. Karen, you're gone, I know, thanks. Your highlights, like, you know, information, price list, whatever it is, it's up there, and direct people to that. Like, so there's all, you know, what does that look like with your stuff, Kaz? How are you even, you know, what's that sales process like? Okay, hi Breed, how's it going? Hey Isabel, how's it going? So Leela says, so you're saying it's kind of important to be present. Oh yeah, oh Jeannie Mac, yeah, present, definitely. I think, yeah, just turning up. And especially now, gang, now is high selling. Now is not the time to be, you know, sitting back going, now is the time to be on, like, as much as you can, talking about the product, the offer, the objections that your people might have to actually buy from anyone like you, like, you know, anyone in that space. Now, okay, B. Orchard, thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Amy, you're also helpful. Oh, thank you. I hope that helped, gang. Brilliant. Okay. Oh, it's Sive. Oh, hi, Sive. Oh, hi. How's it going? Lovely to see you. Okay. I'm just going to see now who wants... Helen, did you want to come on? I'm just going to... I don't know, did she do that on purpose? I have to go anyway. Sorry. Helen, I'm going to be I'm going to be over in the factory doing Q&A now if you want to hop in. And Claire as well, I know you're in the factory. We're going to do our Q&A now. I know you're watching, so I'm going over to Zoom now so you can hit me over there. I hope that was helpful, gang. Let me know in the comments if it was. And I'll be doing more of these, as I said, answering the questions that you want me to answer. And if you want to ask me something specific, right, hit the link in the bio. There's a big feck off ask a question button. Just hit that and you'll be able to send me a question, and I go in there and review them, and I've loads of them that I have to address, and I'll be doing more of these, me talking to ye. I am on Fridays as well, so I'll mix them up. But don't be shy, like, use me. I'm here to help, and I've loads of experience. And as I said, it's not just this works. We're doing it in the factory. We're executing what we're talking about here today. We're executing, and these guys are making huge shifts in their business, like huge. It's incredible what's happening over there. So this stuff works. So join me, ask me a question. I'm happy to help, and keep creative. And factory members, I'll see you in 10 minutes. I'm just going to grab caffeine and I'll see you on Zoom. Okay, gang, see you next Friday. We're talking to, not sure yet, but the week after, we're talking to Hilary Quinn about how to get found on the internet. She's an SEO expert. So we're going to talk to Hilary, not this Friday, next Friday. I might do another one of these actually next Friday. Let me know if you want that. Okay, bye. Have a great weekend. Talk to you. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for tuning in, gang. Bye.